Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one up in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one up in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me. Can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? I see a one now. I see a one. Thank you for the one. Thank you for the one. I see you, Joshua. I definitely see your yes. Thank you for the one. Appreciate you. Lady Yo, you certainly are first. I want to thank you for showing up tonight. Greetings and salutations to all of you all who have shown up. I would say I won't be before you long, but this is one of those times I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through what I got to get through, but I'm going to get through it. But I want to welcome you all. Take a moment to say hello, Brit Family Fun. Welcome to the Chapmans. Joshua Gabriel, appreciate you. I done broke out to some Brit Family Fun. Yolanda, welcome to the Chapmans. Joshua Gabriel, welcome to the Chapmans. Just Danielle 365, my YouTube pastor. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate your presence. Welcome to the Chapmans. So glad that you all are taking the time out to hang out with me just a moment. I know that tonight is a busy night. I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to come out, which is something that I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But with that being said, I just want to welcome you all in formally at this point. Welcome to Late Night Discussions with Tina Mo from the Tina Mo for Show YouTube page. This is the space where we take things hidden behind darkness and begin to shed some light onto the black spaces of silence, shame, ruminating thoughts of self worth, and all of the things unspoken that need a voice. What I do when broken is not a space for singing sad songs and rehearsing old hurts, but it's about what authentic resilience looks like in the face of everyday challenges. No need for tissues. We all have issues. But now it's time to face the music and speak to the elephant in the room. Today is a day that the getting and understanding is priority. So if you're willing to hear some truth and don't mind saying ouch, then let's take this journey together. Get your flashlights out because it's about to get dark. Thank you, Susanna. I see you. Appreciate you. Step into the chat, miss. Welcome to the chat. I'm over here. I just left Stash is live. So I'm so used to him saying welcome to the function until I find myself almost saying some of the same thing. It's amazing how people can have an influence on you without even trying to be an influence. Um, but I see you, Lafita. Appreciate your presence being here. I just saw you a minute ago over at Stashes. Thank you for pulling up. I know that some of you all may not be here with me long, especially with Stash going live. You know, the celebrity of YouTube, the producer extraordinaire, will be doing some content tonight. Him and Pop. But for those of you all who decided to pull up, who decided to hang out with me, I most certainly appreciate your presence. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to little old me. Um, Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate that. She said you love the intro. Hey, what can I say? I be working hard on the boulevard sometimes. Took me a minute to pull that. Well, I can't say it took me forever, but it is something I can say is that I did take some time to think about what I want to say and let it come to me. Um, but I most certainly appreciate you. I see you, Micah. Appreciate your presence here tonight. Welcome to the Chapmans. I always love to see the brothers come out because their presence, I can always feel the strength coming into the room as the men come in. And so, hopefully it won't take me forever to go through what I got to go through, but I've got to touch on some stuff as I kind of wrap up. Well, I think I'm wrapping up, because it could be a whole nother part to this. This is part four. What I do when broken. Procrastination part four. It was like, what are we talking about? Procrastination? We still talking about procrastination? Absolutely. Um, what you'll come to find out is tonight I'll be talking about final acknowledgements. Final acknowledgements. Um, One thing that I could say is in talking about what I'm about to talk about tonight, it's not that easy for me. Um, it's not that easy for me mainly because it's another layer of transparency that I wasn't expecting to dive into. But I did say that I wanted you all to hold me accountable. I wanted you all to let me know, um, you know, to just remind me to keep it real, keep it a stack, keep it a thou wow in here. Rodney, I see you. Appreciate your presence. I was just talking about how I always appreciate when the men come in because your strength is always appreciated and felt anytime you enter into a room. So I just want to welcome you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. Um, I guess I'll just start off with the question of, have you ever been in a space in your life when you look up and find yourself grieving? There hasn't been a funeral. You're not in the process of making final arrangements, but you know that there has been some sad singing and flower bringing in your life somewhere, in your mind somewhere, even if you haven't taken the time to process the emotion. This is one of those days for me, and it's called the animated funeral. Whew. Hope y'all ready to take this journey with me. And I want to say I won't be before you long, but I'm about to dive in, like the songwriter said. I ain't gonna sing it, but hey, that's what he said. About to dive in. You were diving in something else. My bad. Y'all just got to go with me on here. Um, this week has been trying for me. I've been feeling all of the feelings of grief, but hadn't placed my finger on the lingering things plaguing me. I remember talking about procrastination. I remember discussing how it had caused some grief in someone else's life because it was time to move on, and how certain relationship definitions needed to change so I could be a more authentic version of myself, since I was guilty of stifling my own growth process. I recall the work done to realize that my apology without change wasn't enough, and that my behavior also included giving others grace when I have been offended. Those of you all who have listened to parts one, two, and three know what I'm talking about. If not, hey, feel free. Go on the channel, peruse the place a little bit. You might find what I'm talking about. All of them, none of them are really long. So, you do a couple of push ups, lay on the floor for a little bit, and you'll go through all three of them. But today, there's today. Oh, let me bag up. Let me bag up. Um, how did I do this? Um, then there's today. Today. Today I agree. Yes, Faith, I am actually uh I am mourning the intangible things, absolutely. Danielle. I see you, Faith. I appreciate your presence in the live. And yes, I am live today. Hey, welcome to the Chapmans. And I would say put your wig on tight, but I don't know what's going on. Because this here is not gonna be an easy one, but we're gonna get through it together. Well, it ain't easy for me. It could be easy for you because all you got to do is listen to it. You ain't got to deal with none of the stuff. But hey, I'm going into somewhere deep today. Today I grieve. Number one, I grieve the person I was. I recognize that I was okay being mediocre. I was okay with doing just enough to get by. And now that I am in a different space, I found myself dissatisfied with just being okay. I've been called to better, higher, and further, but it has been at the cost of losing the old me. Stash Cash, I see you in the building. Appreciate you much. I know you're about to go live in a few minutes, but I appreciate you nonetheless for stopping by. Appreciate you so much. Welcome to the Chapmans. Again, I have been celebrating the men as they come in. Thank you for your strength and your presence in the place. And feel safer because you're here. Thank you. Um, The second thing I noticed as I was grieving the person that I was okay with just allowing others to know the version I presented rather than the changes that were taking place behind closed doors. Hmm. I want to say that again. I was okay with just allowing others to know the version I presented rather than the changes that were taking place behind closed doors. Thirdly, I was grieving the person I was. I was okay with staying in a place only because it didn't challenge me. It was easy to just go with the flow of what had always been instead of acknowledging the changes and being willing to go against the grain. Oh yeah, you catching on fast. You picking up what I'm putting down. Yes, it is the unalive of the yesterday me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed. I need a fallout. Oh, this is hilarious. I need a fallout sheet. Lord have mercy. Oh, that curated self is a hard thing to let go of. You are talking good. I appreciate you. When I tell you I need all of the support that I can get, because this is about as vulnerable I'm gonna be for the rest of today at least. I think I can make it to 12 o'clock without saying nothing else. But I press on. Number two, I grieve the relationships I had. Some of my relationships were not actual, but it was the hope of what I thought it could have been. Can I say that one more time? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I said some of my relationships were not actual, but it was the hope of what I thought it could have been. Some of my relationships consist of people that never passed away. They walk around every day, and I don't get the version of closure I prefer. I grieve the relationships I had. Another aspect, I was in relationship with people who only know who I was. So when I changed, the relationship automatically changed with those changes. I grieve the relationships I had. Y'all talking good in these Chapmans, and I'm loving it. He said, emotionally preying on potential. The imaginary fantasy version of the relationship. Well, there is that. Good evening, Tiff's take. I gotta put an S on your name. When I tell you, I have never tripped over somebody's name. That's why I just call you Tiff, because I know I will try to say both of them and be fumbling over my words. I'm so glad that you're here. I appreciate your presence. Welcome to the Chapmans. You have to just whatever you miss, be kind and rewind, because I'm in deep and I'm trying to move on, because I ain't staying before y'all long. I can tell you that right now. I'm almost through. I'm halfway in it and ready to quit it. Um, Now that was I was grieving the person that I was. I was grieving the relationships that I had. Thirdly, I grieve my own expectations. I thought that I would be somewhere I never made it to in the time I thought I should have. I grieve my own expectations. I'm going to say it. One more again. I don't know what the pause was for. Whatever it was, I'm just gonna have to let it ride. Faith. Cause I don't know what I said, and I ain't finna go back and try to find out. Um, but back to what I was saying. I grieve my own expectations. I thought that I would be somewhere I never made it to in the time I thought I should have. Another thing that I grieve as it pertains to my expectations. I thought that certain people would be there through every process, or at the least through more processes than I expected. Oh, yeah, I'm halfway in it. Yeah, yeah, I said it. No pause. Um, and C, I thought. Now I'm still talking about. I'm agreeing my own expectations. I thought that doing the right thing wouldn't be as uncomfortable as it actually has been. Furthermore, I never thought that being led by God would lead me straight into the places of pain that I was attempting to avoid. Mm. That timeline will undermine us every time. Plans of a man. I'm trying to tell y'all something in life. Shamika, so glad to see you. Good evening, greetings and salutations. I'm so glad that you were able to show up. I won't be before you long. I'm almost done because I have been determined to say what I need to say and get on down. But nonetheless, welcome to the Chapmans. So glad you're here. Anything that you missed thus far, please be so kind to rewind and catch what you didn't get the opportunity to hear thus far. Because I almost pretty much been on time, and so I'm running through it. I'm running through. But I want to say that last thought as it pertains to I agree my own expectations. I thought that doing the right thing wouldn't be as uncomfortable as it actually has been. Furthermore, I never thought that being led by God would lead me straight into the places of pain that I was attempting to avoid. Now I wrap this thing up. And I got about 8 minutes and I'm almost due. Not always is grief about someone's passing, nor is it always about the unrealistic expectations of where we think we should be or should have been. Sometimes it's just about carrying the weight of the past. Past promises we made to others, past promises we made to ourselves. It can even be about the ideas we idolize, thinking that the best outcomes align with what we think is right and what we feel should be the outcome of those ideals we desire to pursue. But the truth is, some of the best outcomes come out of separation. Some of the best outcomes come out of walking away from good people, out of walking away from old mindsets, out of walking away from who we used to be or who we were that was so advantageous to us at a season of our lives that no longer exists. Some of the best outcomes come out of what we didn't get when we didn't get the parental relationship we wanted. I'm going to say that one more time. Some of the best outcomes come out of what we did not get when we didn't get the parental relationship we wanted, when we didn't get the children we tried so hard to steer in the right direction. when we didn't get to be the bride, when we didn't become the husband, when we didn't get to stay in relationship with the people that started out with us, and when we didn't get to be who we worked so hard to become. So I grieve today. I grieve moving from the familiar forward into these unfamiliar spaces with people I don't know well. I grieve moving out from the old habits of yesterday's mindsets into a me that I'm not yet fully acquainted with. I grieve what could have been to embrace what is. I grieve with purpose. I grieve for closure. I grieve because the next page behind yesterday is today. And the next page of today is tomorrow. Don't stay at the animated funeral. Get to your repast and eat at the tables prepared for you, knowing that there is something prepared for you. Good is the enemy of best. Lord, help us to desire the best and not settle for the good. Danielle been cooking with the good parts today. Yeah, the best outcomes come from separation, Yolanda. Full circle, confirmation. When I tell you that I have had to take these things into consideration today, and while oh, I'm through. You ain't getting no whole lot out of me other than me wrapping up what was going on. Corey, so glad you came. Guess what? You get to be kind, rewind whenever you feel like it, because it's over. And you get to be on time for whatever the stash about to do in a minute, unless you about to go live. I don't know. I ain't in your business, but I'm just saying. You finally caught a live that's about to end. My bad. But what I can tell you all is this: as if you didn't hear nothing else out of all the things that I said, is don't stay at the animated funeral. Don't stay at the place of grief as it pertains to the people, the places, and the things that have you broken, sad, despondent, uh, hurting, all because you don't take the time to see the good in the reason why, to see the good and to see the reason why you needed to move forward. Now, you may not be at the place where you got the understanding yet. Don't get me wrong, because there are still things that I'm learning, even as it pertains to this new mindset, even as it pertains to the new things that I'm trying to do in the relationships that I have with different people, including the new people. I got new people in my life at this stage. Very new, fresh off the boat. I mean, not fresh off the boat. I'm sorry. Wasn't trying to say that, but I'm just saying. Brand spanking new. Fresh off the showroom floor people in my life. And with that being the case, it's the thing of I got to get to know them, but at the same time, they got to get to know me. It has to be a thing where you're willing to open up and show somebody who you are so they know how to deal with you, so they know how to handle you, so they can actually be handling you properly because you're not trying to feed them something or show them something. Shout out to the new people, absolutely. Show them something that no longer is applicable in the space that you're in now. So I just want to encourage all of you all to feel free to sit at the table and feast with the ones that were able to make it to the table with you. Be willing to sit at the table. with those of you who could celebrate this moment with you. They always call funerals celebrations of life, but it don't feel very celebratory. No different than this grieving process that I'm experiencing does not feel very celebratory. But you know how I can celebrate it? When I do a live like this and I see people like you. And I know that there are more to come that will see this and know and understand that I'm celebrating with them, even through the grieving process. I appreciate everybody that is listening, everybody that will listen, everybody that will be kind and rewind. I appreciate all of you all who have come in, leaving your comments. Thank you for listening to little old me. And with that being the case, I will not belabor the time. Thank y'all for coming out. And as I always say, God bless you. And good night. Bye.